Hi, Game Design Ed here, and I'm playing around with
Super Mario Maker!
6 ways to use keys and doors in Mario Maker. Keys and doors are interesting game mechanics, and they can be used in numerous interesting combinations. Keys and doors aren't generally that big of a game mechanic in Twitch-based platform games, such as Super Mario Bros. Generally, they're used in logic puzzles for gating and sequencing. Logic puzzles, as you may recall, are puzzles that challenge the player's mind, as opposed to a Twitch-based game like Super Mario Bros. That challenges the player's dexterity and reaction time. However, you can build logic puzzles in Mario Maker, or you can at least use a logic puzzle as a game mechanic in your levels. So what sorts of keys and doors can you make in Mario Maker? Here are 6 ways to use keys and doors in Mario Maker. 1. You can use the one you've probably seen in Mario before, bricks that need to be broken, and you will need a mushroom to break the bricks. The bricks are the door, the mushroom is the key. 2. The one-way platform. This can serve as a door that you can only move through in one direction, which would affect how the player moves through the door and, in turn, through the level. 3. You can use an enemy, such as a Koopa Troopa, to break bricks as well. The Koopa Troopa shell is the key, the brick is the door. 4. You could use an enemy as a door that opens when you get close. In this case, the stack of thwomps is the door, and Mario needs to stand in a certain spot to open that door. 5. You could make it so that Mario has to be in a certain state in order to move through an area. For example, Mario must be small to move through this part of the level. In order to make him small, you'd place enemies that he can't avoid as keys. These enemies would make him small, therefore they would work as keys. 6. You could use enemies as the door and a power-up as the key. For example, a fire flower could be a key and a piranha plant could be a door. Or a star power-up to run through a bunch of thwomps. The star power-up would be the key and the thwomps would be the door. So there are a bunch of ways that we can bring keys and doors, these mechanics generally used for gating and sequencing in logic puzzles, and bring them into Mario Maker. What are some ways you can think of that you can make keys and doors in Mario Maker? Let me know. I'm Game Design Ed. Thanks for playing.